Right, hey, I'm Baldeep I'm the special events programmer for the Mohawk Students Association, as well as I'm the director of programming for the Burlington Sound and Music Festival, as well as I've been DJing for about 8 years now. I'd say like by running or booking would be the Sound and Music Festival. So throughout like the weekend, like we have a few hundred thousand people that show up to that. So from like ranging from like Carly Rae Jepsen, who filled the park, to bringing some people like the Nylons who like sing In the Jungle, to things that like that's probably one of the biggest things I do. And like DJ'd, like I've DJ'd for multiple artists like Maestro Fresh West, Classified, a few other artists over the years. So kind of fell into it. I was actually going into business, and then I just started doing events and concerts on the side. Realized I liked it, realized it was a lot more fun than sitting in an office doing human resources. So then just kind of got immersed to it, and then yeah, just been doing it for the past events for probably about 5-6 years now. Honestly, I think he's like, I like David Guetta. Like he's a great producer. He's one of the first ones to kind of bring it to the mainstream. He got in there earlier before a lot of the people in there now, and I think he's brought more of the electro, like dance stream to the majority of people. Where back in the day, anytime you heard like EDM music, everyone just thought it was techno, and people weren't a big fan. But he helped like merge with larger like top 40 artists and kind of bring it to the general public, and like I think enhanced that type of genre, and was one of the leaders. So with the equipment, I kind of started with a variety of different things. So when I first started DJing, I started DJing on vinyls. So I just had 2 old record players, a ton of my old vinyl. So like I've been collecting vinyl for a long time now. So and like it was like a little mixer that I bought on Kijiji for I don't know how much, or I think it was a penny saver or something like that back then. So I started off with those, learned like the basics from beat matching and all that. To I got a little bit of money, so then I went and bought a controller because it was cheaper than actual like CDJs and stuff. So then I used this little controller for about a year, learning all like the digital stuff, like using effects and some things like that you couldn't necessarily do on 2 vinyls and a 2-channel turntable. And then from there, I got a little bit more money, saved money, and then I went to CDJs. So like I still love them, but I'm like there's the feel isn't the same as like when I learned on vinyl. So like CDJs are expensive. So like the ones we have now are like roughly like $2,000 to $2,500 each. So like when you're starting, it's hard to save up that much money and get like an industry standard set. So like I use that for a bit, but I'm like I just wasn't a fan of the feel of the CDJs. So now I switched back to vinyl. So now I run 2 Technique 1200s, which are the vinyl turntables, as well as the DJM 900 Nexus, which is the mixer I use. So it has the best of both worlds. The mixer has a lot of built-in effects, and then I still have the feel and can still scratch and everything on the turntables. Practice a lot, and literally build up your music knowledge. So know the different types out there. Listen to things from before you were born. Listen to things that are kind of indie. Figure out the basics from beat matching to just knowing the flow of the songs. And then practice.